Hi everyone, this week is Parshas Noach. It is also Shabbos Rosh Chodesh. I'd like to turn your attention to chapter 6, verse 16, where God commands Noach to build the ark and to place a tzohar, to build a tzohar on the top of the ark. What is a tzohar? Rashi quotes a medrash and says, we're not really sure. It's one or the other. It's either a window or it's a precious jewel that will provide illumination for the ark. The Chizkuni, a commentary on Rashi, explains that it's not really a contradiction, but it could be both. And that before the storm, you could look out the window. And once the storm and the flood took over the world and submerged the world into darkness, then it was the jewel that provided the illumination. And then when the waters receded, the window was once again open, the skies were once again blue, and birds were sent out to find dry land. I feel very much that's the situation we're in now. There are times where I feel that we as Jewish people, we're never in the history of our people have we been able to defend ourselves so valiantly and in such a convincing way. At the same time, it comes with a heavy price. Many chayalim have lost their lives, have become maimed, have become harmed, become injured mentally, physically. Families are suffering. There's a heavy heart that we all feel. So which is it? Do we feel the sense of pride or do we feel the sense of heaviness? And maybe it's really both. As I said it earlier, I heard this from Rabbi Moshe Drelich, the organ that has 4 chambers, the only organ that has 4 chambers is the heart. And often that we can feel conflicting emotions in one place. But I was thinking, while I was in Israel during this past Chag, a few friends of mine and I sponsored a barbecue for Chayolim up in the north. I called someone who does this and he said, yeah, that's great. I just got a call from some commanders. They have 450 Chayolim. They would love to have a barbecue. I said, great. Put me down. We get together. We drive 2.5 hours up to Kiryat Shmona. Kiryat Shmona is empty. It's a ghost town. You hear the bombardment. We end up at a Super Sol, which is a supermarket. We're in the loading dock, so it's well fortified if we have to run for cover. And we're grilling chicken and meat and hamburgers. And I'm looking, where are the Chayalim? I see a few commanders, I see a few Chayalim, but where's the 450 commanders? And they said to me, silly, they're in Lebanon. They're not coming back from Lebanon for a barbecue. The food was being prepared there and then being shipped up to Lebanon. And I thought to myself, okay, fine. But I didn't realize the importance till today. We had a chayal, my friend Rabbi Dr brought in a chayal to speak to the students who was injured in Gaza, and he was a commander. And I told him what I had done after the talk, that I made a barbecue. He said, let me tell you something, I was in Gaza. I ate a hamburger that had been grilled 4 hours earlier, and it was freezing cold, but it was the most delicious hamburger I ever ate. He said, I so appreciate that people were thinking of us. He said, that hamburger never tasted so good. So perhaps really in the times when we're going through the darkness, we need to be the jewels. We need to be the precious jewels to shed that light, to support those organizations that are helping families and chayalim, holding up and supporting them and illuminating their lives while they are going through darkness, because we're all really going through it together. We're all on the same ark. Let's try to illuminate the world. Let's try to illuminate those places that are dark. And may we see a quick end to this war. Enjoy Shabbos Rosh Chodesh, Shabbos Noach, and if you like what you hear, please pass it on. Shabbat Shalom.